The Brink Radio exclusive.
What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are listening to Brink Radio right here on 96.3 FM. Talking about bumping 96.3 because you know Brink put the B in bumping. Look, it's only one way that I could do this, I'm going to be honest. By the power vested in me by the state of Tennessee, I now pronounce you Tripp B. You may now jump and slide. What's happening? We got Trippy and Brady Patrice in the building. How y'all doing?
What it do, bro?
What's up?
Man, we got
What's
Tripp
good today?
And Tripp B, man, back again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Family.
Still here.
Yeah, you know, hey,
Still
we coming in this joint. You know, every time we gonna come. Hey, we coming to Brink.
It's right.
You know what's crazy, man? Like, just watching you two elevate in the last 3 months. I ain't even got to go all the way back. In the last 3 months, you guys have did more than the average artist from this part of, the country. How does that feel? Like, because like I say, I told you guys off the air, you started your 2024 performing not just any type of basketball game. This ain't no Division I high school basketball halftime. This ain't even college basketball halftime. We talking about NBA, Houston Rockets, LA Lakers. We talking about LeBron James. Arguably the best player in this era.
Yeah.
In the building. While y'all doing y'all thing.
Yep.
We got to go with that first, man.
Yeah, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Houston Rockets versus LA Lakers. Man, I grateful. That's all I can say. Yeah. Grateful, blessed. I can't even describe the feeling afterwards. I ain't gonna say before, but afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But afterwards, man, I was so happy. My brother was on the phone. You should have heard my brother. My brother, he was excited for me before everything. And then the first we go back into the tunnel, he called me, bro, I saw you on TV. He sending me the clip and everything. And when I saw the clip, I think I got overly excited at that point. But man, it was a blessing. I ain't gonna lie, that for a toxic brother to be in Houston on the NBA court.
Yeah. And then you say you was in a tunnel, like the same tunnel that the players go through, like all of that.
Yeah, we in that mall.
Now wait a minute now. So you mean to tell me this is during halftime? So that means that LeBron James is in the building at the same time while you doing your thing. Anthony Davis is in the building.
Yeah,
Anthony Davis in the building at the same time. Dylan Brooks. Shout out to Dylan Brooks.
Dylan was there.
Yeah.
They love Dylan down there. It's crazy. They love Dylan.
Jalen Green. You know what I'm saying?
All them folks was there.
So you mean to tell me they in the building while y'all jump and slide?
We jump
because
the
music, you can hear it all throughout the arena.
Right.
Oh yeah, you talking about 20,000 people?
Wow.
You talking about 20? That's the largest crowd I ever performed in front of. That's 20,000. That's big national TV at that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even like. Oh, it was just halftime. It's like, nah, you seen us on the floor on TV.
Right.
Like we was on the TV, so it was like, yeah. That was dope. Like, man, you in the tunnel. I don't know. It brings you, because me and you got a different connection when it come down to wrestling,
man.
And I'm walking around like, dang, these the same walls that The Rock and Triple H and all them folks walk. You know what I'm saying? These the tunnels.
Yeah.
And this the backstage area. That's my mindset. I love the NBA. But I'm more of a wrestling fan, so I'm diving into their wrestling aspect when I'm walking backstage and just looking, like even the route going down. I'm just in all about it. I can say I won at the time. We walking. I'm real laid back. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people ask me like, "Bro, was you nervous?" I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they be like, B, was he nervous? B, what you say?
Nah, he wasn't. He showed no emotion.
Yeah.
I was just there. I was like,
there.
man, I was there, and I was looking around like, all right, we here. This like any other crowd. You know what I'm saying? We done performed in front of 1. We done performed in front of 10, 20, 30, 100. Nah, we got 20,000. It's any other crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's treat this like any other crowd. We gonna do our thing.
And what's incredible about that, you did mention an intricate part of it. It was on television. We're talking about millions and millions of people watching.
Facts.
Brandy, how did it feel?
It felt great. It felt normal. It felt good. I felt like I was back in my happy place, if that makes sense. Really, I was just really excited for Tripp. That was my whole thing. Like, I want to make sure that he's enjoying this moment. He notices it, and I just want him to feel what I have felt before. Like, I want him to know that, and that was my whole point. That was the whole point. I was there for him. Look, I was there for him.
I love it. And of course, man, you guys did so much content while y'all was there. Tell the people like about some of the places that y'all went to, turned up, all of that.
Man. First of all, let me say, Houston they treated us well. When it came, I can say this. If we go back to Houston, man, we gonna take over the world. We go back to Houston we needed a month in Houston. We taking over, but content wise, my Brandy was setting stuff up left and right. Hey, we got this. I'm like, okay, just and making sure that we had some content just outside the hotel. Making sure we went to the radio interviews that we had to go to. We had Oasis. We did a furniture. We did a commercial.
Wow.
We did a commercial. We did a furniture commercial. Man, we did so much stuff in Houston, and then it's like even now we can see Houston being the spot for us. Like, that's the spot that's gonna elevate us to the next level, because that spot right there showed me so much. It gave me a little taste of what this famous life look like. That fame. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I saw y'all with some cheerleaders too, right?
Oh yeah, TSU, Texas Southern University.
Yeah.
Please don't let me get. Please don't let me get that wrong.
Texas Southern University, the Sensations. Yes.
Go
shout
ahead,
shout out to Miss Gretchen, because she came through for a girl. Like, she came through a lot. I'm glad everything worked out. I booked a lot, but I was hoping and like, come on, y'all, this I need everybody to fall into place. Yeah. Because I need this. Look, I need it.
And I think originally that was just gonna be content. Originally it was gonna be content, and then seeing the bigger picture, like, okay, dang, we got this footage right here from Houston Rockets game. We got this footage right here, and then we was
at Oasis Pheno, and then we went into the Mosaic. That's like the hotel, it was like apartments and stuff like that. But they're luxury.
It was nice.
Very
it was real nice.
Luxurious.
And so you seen the pool in the background and stuff like that. All this cinematic, and you just like, and you like, hey, we got a music video, really.
You
know what I'm saying?
But that always happens though. We may think one way, but it always something that magnifies and it goes bigger.
It's crazy how we be working.
Yeah, it's
it be crazy. We be thinking we finna do
just a little,
little something. We end up doing something. We probably supposed to be working on another song, and we end up working on a whole nother song. It be crazy how me and her be working.
Yeah.
And y'all work ethic is bananas. I gotta say that. But before we get into Toxic Soul Music and Media Group, I definitely want to take it back to Memphis. You guys rocked the house at the Memphis Hip Hop Awards. Let's talk about that.
Man, that was full circle for me. And me and Brink done talked off camera. Y'all know this. Hey, that was just full circle for me.
Yep.
And it was amazing, the response. You know what I'm saying? Even from Cherry, Rico, shout out to them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we walked through the door, we instantly introduced by Cherry, and Cherry, like, we were like, yeah, we got to perform. We trying to pull up the flag. I know who y'all is. Yeah, that felt good. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, come on, y'all trip, you beat, man, y'all put these wristbands on. It felt good. Yeah. Man, even when before the performance, like I think I got Anthony Q. I accepted his award for him,
right,
because not DJ for him. I was like, yeah, I'm a DJ. Rico was like, that's Tripp. Yeah, man, get Tripp in my award. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just stuff like that. And even with him telling us, with a person that been around the industry, with him telling us, man, y'all about to blow. Y'all definitely about to blow. And then I think ever since that night, I've been saying, man, it ain't. Everybody's like, man, you one song away. I don't even think it's one song. I think it's one post away.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like one post away from just going crazy. But it's like the right people, right person looking at it, right person reposting, right person doing a dance, right person just listening to it in their car. You know what I'm saying? We just waiting on that moment. But man, that and I go on to our performance. The performance was one. It was, like I said, full circle. When you even think about the performance, everything about that night was full circle. Man, we started with Pop Out.
Pop Out.
You know what I'm saying? And and Brink was to the side.
Yeah, he was over there.
You know,
he on the footage. Look.
Yeah. And then we go to Stomping, and the crowd reaction off Stomping, it's like, damn, I should have performed this longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, Stomping had a great reaction to it. It's like, man, oh yeah, we know who he is. Then we go into the new song, Step and Move. And then, man, Step and Move, we get a good response out there. And then in the finale, you know, I take off the hoodie and, man, that jump and slide on my shirt. Man,
look, I already came out my jacket on Step and Move. I just threw that thing out in the crowd.
She done got so aggressive. I'm like, man. I'm looking at the footage like, man, Brandy, you all right?
I told you that performance was going to be epic. I felt it before we got I said, dude, this performance right here is about to be epic. This is the one. And when I felt it, it was over for me. I knew it was over with. Yeah.
But y'all took on some hardware too that night, right?
Yeah. Both of it. Both of it.
Now let's talk about it.
I got Male Performer of the Year.
Okay.
Memphis Male Performer of the Year. That's a blessing. And
yes.
I keep saying the word, full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, going into an event that you went to last year and just not understanding that people don't hardly know you. People didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? The people that didn't know you that last year know you this year.
Correct.
Some people you don't know. Man, hey, that's Tripp. Hey, bro, you Tripp, bro, you straight. I'm introducing myself, bro. We know who you is. That's a different type of feeling. And I remember a mentor, man, telling me this. He was like, you know, he was telling me, he was like, man, keep introducing yourself until you don't have to do it no more. And
that's good advice.
and I'm in the mindset of keep introducing myself, but I'm learning, like being with B, it done really taught me how to network, how to actually be a businessman, move around a little bit more, learn how to edit better. You know what I'm saying? Understanding so much stuff like color grading and all that stuff. Yeah. Being around B really done turn me into a businessman. And it's like I find myself, I always had it in me because I'm always business over personal. I always had it in me, but it's something that she bring out. It's another type of level. It's like, my Tripp, you did. And they understand it.
I tell them every day, I'm like, you him.
And I'm telling you, with that hip hop award, it showed me because that's fresh off Houston.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? That's fresh off Houston. I think we back in town 2 weeks. I think the day that we landed back from Houston, had a show the next day. You know what I'm saying? And then it just ain't no stopping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no stopping and understanding like the work ethic that goes behind it, because man, you know, I know we gonna tap into some of this stuff, but the stuff that I was going through at the time, even before Houston,
right,
it was crazy. It was wild, and to still see me be able to navigate through that stuff. And Brandy had to be there. It's been time, and it's stuff that me and Brandy it's been time where I had to be like, look, man, I just shit out.
Yeah. And
I had to take a couple days.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that couple days, she working.
Yes.
She working. Yes. She working her butt off. Them couple days I gotta take off. Long as I can hit accept invitation, I'm good. Because she know where I'm at. Yeah. And then I bounce back in them couple days, and then something else will happen. Like I went through a rough month in December.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
Like
much.
Yeah,
December, and a lot of people be like, "Hey,
too.
like that's my advice to most of the artists." Now I know I'm kind of taking over a
No,
little bit.
tell your story. Like, I
But-
mean, this is part of your character. This is who
You know what I'm
are.
saying?
Like,
But
you know.
artists come to me and tell me about, the depression and the stuff that they go through and all that stuff, and I sit there and tell them, man, if you want this, you want it. It ain't no ifs, ands, or but. We live, eat, and this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what we do. Like, this is, man, everybody in my life, from the people I work with to the people that's at home to the people I run into every day, they know that music is my life. And regardless of what I'm going through, music gonna be able to get me out of it, because my brain will let you know. I make that phone call to the studio so fast. Hey, bro, you got a session today? Without you even, man, what it is. Like, I say, hey, I'm finna go to the studio an hour before I even go. You know what I'm saying? I'm just finna go to the studio because that's how I'm feeling. That's my outlet. But, man, I really love it. But, man, look, y'all can, hey, I'm gonna talk to y'all. Y'all can get through this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you going through, you can get through.
Yes.
And man, it just, I'm religious. Man, God can get you through it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
God
right.
can get you through anything. And I'm sitting right here with shades on, but man, I'm down there tearing up. You know what I'm saying? Because
I already knew
the testimony behind what I'm talking about y'all don't even understand the stuff that I have to go through and the stuff I still go through today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My life is not just a simple life.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a busy person too. So when I'm not picking up one of these two phones, it's a reason. You know what I'm saying? I be honest, I work a full-time job.
Yeah.
I think me and Brink, that's how me and Brink got cool.
Yep.
I told him straight up, man, look, I work 9 to 5, I don't sell no dope, I don't do nothing. Hey, I'm gonna get to you when I can, bro. But hey, I'm coming. That's all I can tell you. He gave me an affordable price for something that I needed. Hey, boom, let me go on ahead. Let me just shot with you on this, and then we gonna get to the interview. We gonna get to the music videos. We gonna get to that. So my bad.
You cool,
bro.
You cool, man.
It's
and
necessary.
that's what this platform is for. One thing I want to jump into real quick. You did mention, how sometimes you're going through things. You take a few personal days. All you had to do was just hit accept. That's a great segue to get into what did you win at the Memphis Hip Hop Awards?
Internet hustler. Is that right? Internet grinder.
Internet grinder.
That's the
We
internet
talking
hustler.
about internet grinder
Internet grinder.
of the
Look, my
year.
bad.
Look, man, to be considered for something like that means you have to be on your hustle as far as working all of these social media platforms, because it's several of them.
Yes.
I see why Tripp got 2 phones. We all need to have 2 or 3 of them things. Plus
I got 2 too.
Plus a laptop.
Come on, 2
iPad.
I got 2
You know what I'm
little
saying?
We got 4 on it.
We got together. We got 4
I
phones.
promise. So how did it make you feel to be recognized for what you've been putting in for this last year? Because you've been going stupid crazy. Like, you've been doing your thing.
Fact.
It felt good. I'm not gonna lie. It felt really good to get that recognition, because it's a lot of work.
Yep.
Computers then crashed and burnt out. I had to buy another one. But nothing stops. Nothing can stop from. We got to keep posting. We got to keep being in their face. It's one thing to do a performance, but you got to have that content, those movies, those reels, all this of the pictures. Oh my! It's just so much. It just felt good to be recognized in that aspect, because I've been doing graphics for years, but no one ever knew it was me doing those things, because I was an artist. So they didn't know I was behind the scenes doing a lot. But to be brought into the forefront and saying, thank you for your behind the scenes dedication, your work, I think that's wonderful. I couldn't ask for more.
And I think it's incredible. Both of you guys pretty much had full circle moments at the Memphis Hip Hop Awards. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Sean Rumby, my guy Rico Owens, Cherry True, everybody, BCF, y'all doing y'all thing, man. So let's go ahead and transition, man, because, you said a lot. I wanted to dive back into, that Rockets-Lakers game, because like I say, in that moment, people like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, Van Vliet, all of them, basically everybody in the building, they were able to hear your music. In addition to that, another person has heard your music and actually decided to jump on not the remix, but the Toxic Mix. We're talking about Jump and Slide Toxic Mix featuring iHeartMemphis.
Yes, sir.
Bro, how the hell that happened?
Man, it's crazy. My iHeart, man, look, it's solid dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give credit to, you know, my boy T-Sean. You know what I'm saying? T-Sean, man, he's a grinder. You know what I'm saying? And Brink know T-Sean. But
Facts.
Anybody that don't know T-Sean can make stuff happen when he put his mind to it. You know what I'm saying? Well, so T-Sean pretty much I think we in Houston after the Houston Rockets game. We in Houston. I think it's the next day. Mm-hmm. T-Sean called me and like it's crazy because like usually when T-Sean called, I'm always doing something.
Always.
It's crazy. So I pick up the phone like, "What's up, T-Sean? Yeah, what you got going?" Man, nothing. Hey, I got to get you on the phone with iHeart. I was like, "All right, let's go." Get me on the phone. Me and iHeart started talking, and you know, me and iHeart we were having a conversation. How he wanted to work and all that stuff. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be completely honest. iHeart wanted to do another song.
Really?
He didn't even want to do like no. I ain't gonna say he didn't want to do. He was cool with doing no much. Well, it's called Jump and Slide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he was cool with doing that. But he was like, "Bro, man, we can do something else." And so I ain't gonna put nothing out there. But you know, it might be more. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna be working with the same producer, and you know, shout out to my producer, Chronic.
Chronic,
you know what I'm saying? Chronic, man, he behind the hits of Jump and Slide, Stomping, Make It Clap. If you're toxic, you know it. Man, look, we done been dropping, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to him because he won, man. He low key, but that boy be working. You know what I'm saying? But man, when I got him on the phone, I think. What it was a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, something like that. I got him on the phone, and you know, T-Sean was like, "Man, I'm tired of being a middleman." He said, "Man, here, you just take his number. I'm gonna tell him I gave you your number." All right, cool. I called him, and man, it was just. We had a conversation with my producer and stuff like that, and good stuff was coming out of the conversation. So, man, shout out to iHeart for just jumping on it and, man, holding up to his word about what he was going to do, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to be honest, you know, he understand what is needed to make a song pop and what to make a song go to elevate to the next level. So my big shout out to him for sure.
And we talking about a platinum selling artist in iHeartMemphis, man. Definitely shout out to him, man. And hey, whenever you get back to the city, man, we need to link up. We got plenty to chop up.
You know what I'm saying?
That. You know that.
When you in the city, holla at BrinkTV. You know what I'm saying? If you need to holler at BrinkTV, you can come see me.
Hey, that way.
But now we got to go ahead and premiere. We talking about premiere, like world premiere, the Toxic Mix. Go ahead, introduce it to the people, man.
Man, this the first time y'all ever hearing this song on any platform. No other platform got it. Man, this the first. Matter of fact, this a new version that y'all ain't even heard on TikTok. It's crazy. Right. So, hey, with that being said, this is Jump and Slide, the Toxic Mix, featuring iHeartMemphis, and I gotta say featuring Brandon Patrice too. You know what I'm saying? Because she got a lot to do with it. Because her voice on there too. But yeah, Toxic Mix, Jump and Slide. Let's get it.
And of course, we back. We're talking about Brink Radio right here on 96.3 FM. I'm your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, Pinky and the Thumb, trying to get y'all sprung while I get me some. You just heard the Toxic Mix. We talking about Jump and Slide featuring iHeartMemphis. My guy Tripp B is in the building. Brandy Patrice is in the building. You put them together, you got Tripp B. Hey, that song going crazy, y'all.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Man, new hook, new verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, We go to the studio about 4 or 5
4 or
times.
5 times.
But to
Gotta do what you
just
gotta
get it
do.
right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm putting out the best product. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on quality. Quality over quantity all day. So, yeah.
Hey, my boy definitely busting them stupid dope moves. If you seen the movie Fresh, you know what I'm talking about. But I want to talk about, man, an encounter that happened. You know, it was just, I can't say nothing but God. That was God that made that happen.
Man, yeah.
Obviously, your song has been going all over this globe.
Man.
And you just so happened to run into a couple of Memphis Grizzlies, you know, at the Wolf Chase Mall. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Marcus Smart.
Man.
And what's crazy about that is Jaren recognized you.
Yeah.
And knew you're the song. You're the guy with that song, the dance song.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, man.
It's crazy because I'm at the Wolf Chase a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, running into them, there's one, but also seeing how down to earth that they are. You know what I'm saying? And it was around the time Marcus Smart just got here. You know what I'm saying? But Jared looked and he was like, man, I know this guy. I seen him somewhere and got that dance, and it just give me like, dang, he folk heard my dance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they heard the song, and it's crazy. And for people to recognize it, I'd be like, man, you done seen it more than once.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's amazing. And me and Marcus Smart, man, I'm talking about, we sitting there chopping it up like two dudes out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no like no basketball conversations. It ain't nothing with politics in it. It ain't got, man, we just having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And he appreciate the conversation because he looking like, man, this cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a low key comedian. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that be around me know that, man, I ain't no telling what coming out my mouth. Yeah. Cause I don't be thinking. I just be you know what I'm saying? But man, it's people that respect the realness. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, man, he made it his business to even come and say, hey man, we finna roll out, man. Hey, it was nice meeting. For somebody to that stature to come out and seek you out and say, bro, we finna roll. Like, they give you like something like, hey, well, it's one thing I always say, when a star is in the room, you can't help but notice that star. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But, and even if that star don't even make his presence known as much as he try or want to, it's just his natural personality, the way he move around the room. Now, true enough, we had stars in that room. Yeah. And I was just one of them. I just feel like that. I was one of them stars that was in that room, but haven't been recognized to everybody as the star. But they gave me confirmation. Hey, it's a lot of stuff gave me confirmation on the star. Mm-hmm. But they gave me confirmation that, bruh, you are something to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? Like you somebody. And so that really, man, it was a humbling experience. Yeah. Because the conversation was real and raw. And two, it was a reality check. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how you can have both of them at the same time. A humbling experience and a reality check at the same time. I had both of them at the same time that day. So shout out to Marcus Smart, Jaren Jackson, really the whole Memphis Grizzlies, because they you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to point me out and say, bro, I seen, he ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Marcus don't have to have the conversation. He can. You know what I'm saying? Man,
we talking about 2 defensive players of the year. Facts. They don't have to do that. We talking about Memphis Grizzlies. I know it's a rough season, but hey, we coming back. We coming back strong. But another thing, you never know, might mess around and have y'all performing at halftime or something. Man, you never know, right?
It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, book us 901-922-9422. Man, it ain't nothing.
TrippB.com
or TrippB.com. It's simple. You can Tripp B on Facebook. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Toxic Soul Music Group on Instagram. I know we get there at the end of the show, but I'm just letting y'all know.
Hey, give them that preview. Gotta give them that preview. So that's a great time for us to go ahead and segue to Toxic Soul Music and Media Group. You guys have pretty much incorporated this thing. We did. You guys have an actual business. Yep. Let's dive into that.
Yep, it's Brandy. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Brandy is a mastermind, and if she wants something done, she gonna be like, Tripp, we gotta do this. Tripp, we need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like
I stayed on him,
and she knows she gotta stay on me because I hate to say it like that, but I will forget if it's not written down. Yeah, I will forget. Like Brandy have to text me. It's not bad, but Brandy got to text me probably 13 messages throughout the day, and we have to revisit them. You know what I'm saying? Revisit them at the end of the day when I'm not busy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my Brandy said that. My Brandy was like, "Man, we gotta go do this," and she was so adamant on it. And I love that she stayed on me about it because it made it. And the media part, I'm the music. You know what I'm saying? The media part, she said, "Hey, nah, this gonna be music and media." All right, Brandy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to be limited. We don't want to be limited.
Yeah, so it made perfect sense. And knowing that what we can do, and I didn't even know how much I understood about media until I start picking people up to come into it, because I think yesterday I'm over here talking about engineering, like what I know about engineering, but I'm over here telling artists like, man, look, man, you focus on being an artist, let her focus on being an engineer, or y'all can just do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? This is just my advice.
Yeah.
Hey, pick this note, da da da. So, just going into it's just going into a road that I've always been in, but I never saw myself in. I always wanted to be a star. You know what I'm saying? But when that backseat role feel kind of good to me sometimes. And I know, I hate to put Brink and I'm gonna put Brink on the. I ain't gonna put Brandon on there. I'm gonna put Brink on the table, but with this one, you know what I'm saying? That backseat role, Brink can accept the backseat role, and y'all, if y'all don't know, the reason why I speak about Brink is one of them people. For me, he's like a big brother, you know what I'm saying? Like a mentor. If I need something, he calling. So if anybody just wondering like why I keep using his name, I talk to him more than I talk to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's hard to talk to me. So because I will shit down. And the only person that get full conversation for hours is Brink. It's crazy because Brandy don't. I think after so long, I started to get quiet on the phone with Brandy. You're like, yeah, you getting sleepy, yup. But it's like Brandy included, all us know how to take the backseat role, even when we don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But we understand how big it is. And, I'm going to let her talk more about the media part, because, like, the media part is really her doing. Like, I know how to do it, but she work on it. Like, this is what she do on a daily. She be feeling like, I ain't doing nothing, Tripp. Nah, you doing a lot.
I don't feel like I'm doing anything.
She doing a lot.
But I'm used to it. It's very different. Like, if I don't have that many assignments or we not doing anything, it's still work that's being done no matter what. Whether a client book or not, it's still work that's got to be done. But like he said, I have a tendency I love to work. Yeah. I love to do what I do. So if I'm not, I need more to do. Tripp, let's go film. I need more to do. Like, but that's just a workaholic.
And I'll be like, please don't tell me you need more to do, because there's plenty to do. There's plenty of stuff that needs to be worked on. I'm just not going to put all that work on you, man.
Yeah, I know. But the media group part, I think, is that's the highlight. I really didn't think it would be what I had in my mind. I was thinking more like kind of small, but you know how we always think small, but big stuff always happen. Facts. So when we did that, our first week basically open and professional, we booked the R&B event, and not taken from any performer, but people were complimenting the way we ran that, the media. They were watching us. No offense, but they was watching because I guess people had never seen, someone come in. You had 5 cameras rolling. He on hand. I'm working the pad with this, which has all the cameras on it. So I'm going in and out. We're changing, switching. We had the switcher going. So it was so impressive to see us so professional, and we wasn't jumping and sliding. They saw us in in our real, in our
raw,
real self. Yeah.
They wanted it, but
they was trying to get us on the
They
stage to
wanted
perform. But I think also having Tripp in that, it also bring another side out of him, and it shows another professional side, the professional side of him. So it's just jack of all trades.
Yeah, because they definitely were able to see us in raw form, like not performing. They was able to see, man, these folks they got camera set up right here, the hard cam. We got the camera set up right here. Then they got 2 cameras set up on the side. They got one. Then you got one moving. Then the stuff that I'm not catching, she catching because she got one moving. You know what I'm saying? Like moving around. And I think Shaniqua said this. She was like, "Man, when you climbed over that, what I do?" She said, "You climbed over that couch just to get swallowed."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was real.
Like, and I didn't notice I did it, but when she said I did it, I was like, I did that, and then I watched the footage back. I was like, oh, I did. I climbed over that couch like it was nothing.
By any means necessary.
Man, I was trying to capture all the moments.
But they just show your heart for what you're doing, and it shows that I'm gonna get it by any means for that artist or that client, and that's just doing what's necessary, in my opinion.
And that leads to you guys actually being the official content crew for Anthony Q, right?
That's a fact because he pretty much done said it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's bro too, y'all. So if y'all hear me talking about him, that's bro. We know we take jabs at each other all the time because that's kind of what we do as brothers. You know what I'm saying? And me and Q got a unique relationship because I've been knowing Q 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So I've literally seen him go from I went from being the teacher to being the student real fast. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to see it, but I appreciate his knowledge and everything that he does for us because he, all this stuff that he do, he really does because, he look at the value of what we bring to the table. So it's like, I can appreciate because he'll tell you, bro, y'all are very, I'll be like, bro, man, you like Brandon more than me. You know what I'm saying? You like
you love that turnaround.
Man,
time.
Yeah, that turnaround time be crazy.
Time.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I pride myself on that.
I pride Brandy
myself
do
on
not
that.
play.
I've been there for years. Like I pride myself on turnaround time.
And people always tell us, man, slow down on it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's one of them things where you want to be able to put out the good product and be able to do it in a timely manner. As an artist, I know how I feel. I be wanting to, I want this video back right now. You know what I'm saying? And imagine when you can get it back right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine being able to get them photos back right now. And she'll say, man, Tripp, I done spoiled you. You sure did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, Brandy got me spoiled. I'm a spoiled brat. I ain't gonna say I'm a brat because I don't be tripping. But I am spoiled when it come down because if I ask her, hey, I need something, a flyer, a cover, anything like that, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand, hey, Brandy ain't cheap, but it's a reason why she's not cheap because she'll have your stuff back in the matter. Y'all, I say 24 hours. She gonna try to have it back in 4. She gonna try to have that video done before then. She ain't gonna go to sleep till that video done. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hardest working woman in showbiz. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's incredible because you guys also take that like outside of the entertainment industry. You guys recently adopted a highway. Yes. That ain't no everyday stuff. Tell me about that. Like, how that come about?
I would just say
right here.
Well, I applied. He didn't know. He didn't have a clue. So I was on my let me do this. Like, people who don't know, when I got here, I wanted to prove something to this person right here. I wanted to show him something. I wanted to show him, like, I'm going to show him. I know he got stories of other things that he did, but I'm finna show, the baddest in the field. So when I'm motivated like that, it's endless. So I did the application back in October, and then I hadn't heard anything. I'm emailing like every week, like, I know you gonna give me my house, So But they finally
so aggressive. When she wants so she go get it
that way. And then they finally came around after the holidays and everything. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I was like, okay, so we got it. Did we get it? And then she's like, yes, it's yours. And I was like, yes. So I was going to surprise him, but I was like, no, let me let him know. You know what I'm saying? Let me let him know.
Do not surprise Tripp. Tripp do not like surprises at all. I'm telling you.
But we have adopted the professional way is MM5 to MM7, but that is Poplar Avenue between White Station and Ridgeway. So that is the Tripp B section there. So this, man, y'all, it's up.
I promise. And I gotta say congratulations to y'all because everybody ain't able, everybody ain't doing it. Like
Thanks.
to me, that's a incredible way to solidify what you guys are doing. And that's partially why I did the intro the way I did this intro. You know what I'm saying? I now pronounce you Tripp B because y'all stamped it. Like seriously. The fact that you took pretty much a collab, because that's what it started out as. Right. It was a collab. Y'all took the collab and turned it into a group, into a business. That don't happen every day. And like I say, I definitely commend you guys on that. Now we got to talk to Miss Brandy because Brandy dropping music too though. You know what I'm saying?
Folks be sleeping, really. They be sleeping. Man, y'all just don't know. Man, I'm gonna let her pop it because she gonna pop it better than me.
So what going on with that murder dress though?
Whew, okay. Well, the murder dress is one of my, I know I said it like online, I was like, it's one of my best songs. It's a saga at this point.
Okay.
If you are a fan and you're a part of my fan base, which I have a great fan base, you will know from 2015 that one song is like me growing up, basically. So I took the song from being just a girl, you know, being a majorette at Texas Southern, and then using that halftime momentum to make a song called Murder Dress. And then Murder Dress went to the dance version, which did very well in Houston. We did it at the games and things like that. I was doing games and stuff like that back in the day, so we performed at the games with the Murder Dress. And then I put it on the B Academy, and that was when I was getting a little risque. And then this last version, the toxic version, you know what I'm saying? It's there.
The dark side.
You know, it's there. Because, I mean, I've gotten so many calls, text messages about this song. They're like, who did it? Where they at? They're like, we ain't never heard you talk like this or talk about love, this and that. I'm like, y'all, I'm a grown woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
But they loving it. They're loving it. And I'm loving the feedback because it also let me know that my fans was still there, even in the midst of me kind of taking a little break there, focusing on the Tripp B, you know, because that was like, that's where my heart is. Not saying my heart ain't in the music or Brink Patrice, but it was something I had to do there. I had to do that. And then we don't look like we got downtime, but I feel like we had a little off time. It may have been like 3 weeks, but I took them 3 weeks. And I said, well,
she had 3 weeks. I be working.
Wait, that's true. That's true. But we still working in them 3 weeks, but it was just a little less. We ain't have to go on the road that much. Yeah. So I took time. I said, let me go ahead and get in the studio. Tripp referred me to his engineer. And I'm like, well, this is going to be the Toxic House. Anytime I do Toxic music, this is where we going to come.
Yeah. Right. So shout out to Champ for sure.
Yeah, he did a great job. That was my first time working with him.
Everybody that take the Champ be mine. They get addicted.
Like it was good. It was really good.
To it. They be like, yeah.
I feel like even some of my comrades were like, I feel like he was a good person. He's a great person, Brandon, because you know sometimes in the industry people be trying to sabotage your music.
True.
He made it for what it was. He didn't look at me, no history, no background. He did it. We made it. It's there.
That might be so calm.
Yeah, I like that because he's gonna tell you when to do it again. I love that.
Yeah.
Like I love the do it again because I want to be the best, you know. So yeah, but the murder dress is that. It's very much that.
You also did background vocals for Anthony Q's brand new single that's doing so many numbers. Y'all shot that video too. We don't want to omit that. You'll see it at the beginning of the video.
You see it at the beginning. Talk to Soul Music and Media Group.
I promise. But you actually did background vocals on Try Loving Me, right?
Yes, that was fun. I wasn't expecting. Actually, I thought the guy in there was playing. I looked at Tripp. I said, "They for real."
No, I thought he for real.
I said, "Oh, okay," because I was singing and I was just humming and stuff like in the background, while we sitting there filming. So he's like, "No, you need to get." I was like, "For real?" I was like, "Okay."
And when J-Dab noticed you, I don't know if anybody know J-Dab.
Yeah, Jonathan Davenport.
Yeah. And J-Dab noticed you something. You know what I'm saying? What I say about stars? When a star walk into a room, you notice.
Yeah.
And my J-Dab is not an easy person to impress.
You got that right.
I was elated. Right. I was happy to do it because I know Anthony Q, he's doing very well in his career. And then to be able to just do my little backgrounds, it's wonderful because I've never been on anybody's project ever.
And that's to be on a major project like that, man. You got a song with Anthony Q too, though.
That way.
Yeah. Wait a minute, man. We talking about this Sometimes remix featuring Anthony Q and Snoobie 92, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Man, that one right there, getting them two right there, them two viral sensations. You know what I'm saying? Like getting them two on the same song. It was a goal of mine. It was like, I'm gonna get y'all two on the same song. I'm gonna get y'all together. Like they've been wanting to do a song together, but to be the person to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't gonna lie, how many times I go to the studio for that one? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like that song I went to the studio a lot about because it was one version that was 5 minutes and 18 seconds. And Q like, man, this John hard, but this John long. Q called it like, man, this John long. I was like, well, let me play with this. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I'm gonna get this. Let me see if I'm gonna do two versions to it. Nah, I need them on the same song. I want them on the same song. And when I tell you, when I finally got it, I got Q verse back first, and then I end up getting Snoobie. And at first Snoobie was going first.
Yeah.
And then Q. But then I was like, nah, I'm finna cut my part down. And there was right there, I was like, you know what? If they want to hear my part, they can just go hear the regular song. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go listen to the song. So it's like, hey, and everybody will say this. Shaniqua done said it, and Brandon done said it. I'm sorry for forgetting y'all nine. We be having them moments. But they done sit there and say it, and they'll sit there and say, man, you are more than just a music artist. You're a composer.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You'll sit there and dissect a song. Like, Brandon have sat here and listened to me, and I don't even know what I be doing, but Brandon have sat here and listened to me dissect songs and, like, listen to the song and say, I need this right here. I want this right here. Like, a lot of the times when you hear a chopped and screwed thing, like y'all just heard, and jump and slide, it's my idea that's just coming to life. Like, hey, I want you to do this and then bring it back up. And then a lot of people don't know I listen too. So if somebody say, hey, you should do this instead of doing this, or hey, add this and add that, I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna be like, man, that ain't no bad idea. Let me see how it sound together. Jump and slide. Let me see how it sound together. And if it sound good, then we gonna push it. If it don't, then we gonna have to go reconstruct it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after I heard it, I'm like, okay, Brandy, what you think about it? When she gave it a go, hey champ, what you think about it? He gave it a go, cool. We good. Now I already understand. Now I understand. There's 4 yeses because it's the person that told me to do it.
Yeah.
And then it's the other 3 that's in the room, which is including myself. The other 3 in the room, like, it's a go. So let's go ahead, let's put it out just like this. And then the importance of making clean versions to songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. Like, I would go back in and redo the version. Like, sometimes I think I went back and redid some of the stuff. Or even if I don't do it, I'll go in and just sit there with him and make sure he's doing it. Like, a lot of people like, man, just give me a clean version. Yeah. Nah, I'm in there like, nah, bro, I want this like this. Nah, put an echo right here. Da da da. Like, Hey, I ain't no engineer, but I can tell you what I hear. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just being able to be in the presence of them too. Like when we shot the music video. Woo! Man, look, that story right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I talk about it?
You can talk about it.
Okay, cool. Man, look, hey, we shot the music video. We in the basement. We in the basement, brand new apartment, and you know it's a good spot to be able to film cinematic stuff and we smoking stuff. We forget the shit down. We forget the shit though. How we hear it? He's like.
I'm like, that can't be us. I'm like, that ain't us.
That ain't us. Okay, we good. We still going. You know what I'm saying? Fire department come down. Y'all good, Yeah. I ain't cleared the building, nothing. They said they done stopped my verse about 3 times. So
we did run up the stairs. We heard somebody scream. We heard somebody holler.
Yeah, we ran up, started back. Boom. We started back again the second time. The third time, they finally cleared the building. When they cleared the building, Tripp mind started rolling. I'm like, bro, we got a fire truck outside with lights on.
And I'm terrified.
She terrified.
I'm just like, man, this ain't right.
Man,
like,
she ain't talking about nothing. My Brady, come on.
Now I'm up here stepping and moving and all this in the middle of sometimes.
Man, I said, we finna get this right here. Hey, I need this. Come on, let's get that. Man, I'm trying to get her to hold the camera. Come on, Jeff. Hey, we gonna do the work. We finna go out here. Hey, come on, Q. Come on, Snoobie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then, next thing you know, once we got that footage, I was like, all right, everybody, before they leave, we finna get content. Let's go. And then this speaks about our work ethic. I'm like, hey, I need fake right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, like, Snoobie, I'm like, come on, I need something from you too, Snoobie, let's go. And I'm like, bro, y'all for working too hard. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. That's nothing. But my mindset is we got something that we probably ain't gonna have. Let's utilize it to the best of our ability. And what's the question that we always get? Bro, how y'all get a fire truck?
I was thinking that myself. Like, I was thinking that Brandy probably knew some people that wasn't even the story.
The reality is we got the fire truck there, and we utilized the fire truck. You know what I'm saying?
Unintentionally.
Right.
It was not intentional. It was not intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was really just working, and we have done, like, the stuff that we did in the basement, we done did it so many times, but we had just forgot to close the door. Yeah. And so usually it don't go outside of there. But, man, that was the one time, I don't know what made us forget to close the door that day.
I think we had a lot of people. It was a lot going on that day.
Man, it was.
The Q was there. We was probably a little distracted. A lot of other things going on. Extras
I believe God
was
working on our side. I don't know. God was like, bro, y'all need this fire truck.
Get that bill, though. Look on top of that bill.
Now in June, you actually gonna be taking everybody. We're talking about all of the listeners on a toxic trip because you dropping a brand new EP and you gonna be doing a listening party, a listening event. Let's talk about this new EP, man.
Man, this EP is gonna show another side of Tripp. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody used to. I mean, I have more cinematic music than crunk music. If you do follow me, but this one right here is different. I'm going more into a vibe that, like, a lot of people ain't touched into. Like, you really gonna hear about my life. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I spoke about the stuff I went through in December, and I spoke about it on the EP. It's on the EP. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually going through a situation that you think you'll never go through. You know what I'm saying? And I, you know, not diving too deep into it, but, you know, having people, like, just being involved in investigations, like police investigations and stuff like that. That stuff is a different type of thing, knowing that you didn't do anything. And that hits you on a different level. And, you know, God bless me to be able to have the evidence and stuff to get me out of that situation and also be able to conquer. But, shit, I lost, $5,000 in it?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? In that situation in December. Yeah. And so I know I touched about it just a little bit, but this EP kind of dive into that hurt that I was in. Yeah. That the stuff people, you know, as I study music more and more, you know, your singles. Your singles are the things that you just put out there and be like, hey, I want to have fun. I want to be able to do this. I can see this being a hit. Your albums and your EPs are the things that people don't know about you, the things that they never discovered, that they never knew. They never knew that you knew how to sing. They never knew that you had this other side of you. They never knew you were the Drake of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? They never knew that. And doing this EP, you really see you hear a lot of pain, and it's a lot of relatable pain. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, being close to me, you get to hear that music first. So shout out to Brink Young and shout out to Brandon Patrice, because even them, they done heard some of the music that's on there and understanding like, man, this deep, this is something that need to go out. And it's therapy, not just for me, but it's for other people. And when I say I'm taking you on a toxic trip, I'm really taking you on a toxic trip because, man, the first song gonna have you like, man, this the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man, you gonna be mad because it's so short.
but I know, but I'm gonna take it for what it is.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got the last song, which is entitled "I'm Tired," and you know that song right there speak to me on another level because, man, it's like you just tired of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Then you got the other song called "Love versus Love." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm actually speaking about what I went through, and when they say love versus love, it's LOVE versus LUV. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are two different words.
Yeah, so it's like, and I don't say nothing about love versus love in that song. But you understand where it come from because it's something that I thought that it was, but it wasn't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And also being able to get out of a situation and understanding like, okay, people allowing you, and you sometimes you don't know the person that you around. Sometimes you thinking that this person okay, and you true color show, and then you gotta walk away. You know what I'm saying? And when you walk away, it hurt them more than it hurt you when you walk away. Man, I'm just preaching to somebody that's going through it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes walking away can cost you something, but you will gain so much from it because if you know how to conquer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a conqueror. I believe in that, and that's something that Brandy didn't. Before she met me, she never knew that. Man, you do a lot. You deal with a lot, from family to friends to dealing with the
professional.
Professionally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like I dealt with so much, and it's like, how do you hold yourself together, man? How do you keep yourself going? How do you keep yourself pumping? That's what this EP about. That's how I keep myself pumping. That's how I keep myself, because music is my life. Me and you was just talking the other day, and I was like, man, it's something like we were watching a promo on wrestling, and the Seth Rollins promo said, man, when I step outside behind the curtain, this a fix for me. This like my drug. When I hop on stage, that's my drug. That's something that I would do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do in normal life when I'm hit that stage. It's a certain thing that it's a fix that we have to be a performer and stuff like that. And they only come to the people that have the passion for it. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, by me and Brink be talking. And when me and Brink talk, we talk deep. Yeah. And man, this not even, and these conversations that I'm able to let everybody else know because it's gonna help somebody. Right. Man, understanding that drug and that addiction, that's a positive addiction, a positive drug, that can help you move you through your situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what is taking a toxic trip. Everybody got a toxic trait. We talked about that on my first interview.
Very first interview, you're right.
You know, everybody got a toxic trait. My toxic trait is being nonchalant.
Nonchalant, yep.
That's my toxic trait. A lot of people don't think I'm nonchalant because of what they see on screen. Man, I can care less about a lot of stuff. Man, Brandon can call me and say, "What you think about this?" I don't care, Brandon. You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just me. You know what I'm saying? I get a call from an old lady, old girl. Hey, what's going on? Okay, have a good day. I'll talk to you later. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm gonna protect my peace. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but I do understand that I have a toxic trait. Everybody got one.
And protecting your peace is so valuable, especially in 2024 when, man, the enemy is using so many people close to us to get to us. And like we were talking, off camera about, sometimes things will just try to be slid up under the door to, aggravate your peace. But you got to be a rock, not the rock, but you got to be a rock. You got to be solid. You got to not let any of this stuff phase you. Like, the Bible talks about, the shield and the breastplate and all that stuff to quench all the fiery darts, stuff like that. I ain't trying to get the preaching on here, but I'm saying, like, you have to be as resilient as possible in this industry and in this life, because the entertainment industry, that's going to beat you down. Your regular life, people that know you, they're going to beat you down too. So, I mean, just come with it. But if you're toxic and you know it, clap your hands.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfect time to segue to that single, man. That thing going stupid on TikTok.
Yeah. When I first recorded, first of all, another shout out to Snoobie 92. Snoobie is the person that got me the idea, because he was like, man, this is something, I'm thinking of ways to, be a better performer and stuff. He was like, man, I do this when I get on stage. Sometimes be like, if you're sexy and you know it, clap your hand. And I was like, okay, dang, I like that. I said, bro, I'm still in it. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Borrowing.
Yeah.
You gonna bring it back.
Yeah, I bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's kind of like both hours.
At this point.
I'm just keeping it out of my house.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just keep it down there. Just come back and get it when you need it. You know what I'm saying? But bring it back, bro. But man, look, hey, Snoobie a cool, laid back guy too. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I don't care, bro. Do what you do.
Yeah.
So, and I told him, I'm always gonna give you credit for this song, because this song came from an idea that you gave me. You know what I'm saying? And there's something that we have to do in music. It's something that you have. I never want to be the one that stole somebody's idea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he plan on making the song or not, but I was like, bro, I'm finna make it. You know what I'm saying? And then me and my producer, shout out to Chronic, you know what I'm saying, worked on it. Me and him worked on that beat for 5 hours.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That is not a easy melody to just do. Once you hear the whistle and then you trying to hit them notes. Man, them notes ain't just no easy notes to find. So, man, we had to, finesse some of the stuff, but it's the idea that you already knew it. And then shout out to TKO, you know what I'm saying? TKO! Man, being in the studio with that girl, man, I'm telling y'all, that's the funniest experience in my life. I love her energy. I love what she bring. She remind me of Glow. She's unapologetically herself, if I said that word right. But she's just herself. She don't care who around. She just gonna be who she be. And I can always appreciate somebody that's they self. I always appreciate it because I'm gonna be myself. Yeah. I always say, hey, if you don't like my personality, please don't come around me, because I'm gonna be who I am, regardless of. And you know. Y'all might not know who y'all getting. Y'all might get TJ. Y'all ain't getting TJ too much, but you might get Tripp.
You might get Tony.
But you know what I'm saying? Between Tripp and Tony, you still gonna have a person that's really sound. You know what I'm saying? Understanding what he do. It's crazy because I be like, man, I can come on Brink TV, I could be Tripp. But I always talking to Brink, I have no choice but to be Tony, because that's my brother. Like, it's like when we had these conversations, because this is not an interview, this is a conversation that me and him really just having. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just, it happened. That's who I am with Brink. So I'm Tony with Brink. I might go to another interview and have to be told Brandon, I'm ready to get toxic. Yeah. And I ain't even been toxic the whole interview. I'm mad now.
Yeah. Hey, he definitely going through toxic withdrawals right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So hey, we gonna have to make sure he get his fix. But I gotta tell y'all, run that social media. Let the people know how they can stay tapped in with the Toxic Twins.
I like that. Hold on, stay tapped in. I'm still in it, bro.
Hey, borrow it. Both hours.
Right.
Yeah, both hours. I come through the front door. I don't come through the back.
I promise. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But man, hey, first of all, I really like that name. My bad, bro. You messed me up, bro. I really like that name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tap in with the Toxic Twin. Yo, yeah, we.
Now y'all gotta come up with a handshake. You gotta get a handshake now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow me at Trippy on all platforms. You know I gotta do it my way.
Tell them about that tango.
Yeah, man. So Tango Romeo India, Papa Yankee, Tango Romeo India, Bravo India, Tango. You know what I'm saying? That's how you spell the name. And if you don't know it, if you know, you just know. You know what I'm saying? But man, make sure y'all follow me on all platforms on that. Make sure y'all follow Toxic Soul Music Group on Instagram, Tripp B on Facebook. We got so many pages. TrippB.com. You know what I'm saying? TrippB.com will lead you to everywhere you really need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like TrippB.com. We have like 3 YouTube pages. We got Toxic Soul Music Group, Tripp B, Trippy. You got Trippy, and you got Brandy Patrice. And I'm gonna let Brandy Patrice run most of them too, because I just told you a lot, because we got a lot of.
You pretty much hit it.
Yeah,
You know,
and her Instagram is the real Brandy Patrice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I understand everything that's going on, because you know.
Well, we got the real Brandy Patrice. We have the Brandy Wine Music Group, Toxic Soul Music Group, Artist Reflection.
Yeah.
We have a lot of different things going on right
yeah,
now.
if you need to tap in, man, 901-922-9422. And man, just tap in. If you text a certain thing that you need, you can say feature, you can say music video, social media. We understand what that means. If you say anything like that, we gonna already understand what you need, man. We gonna get back to you as soon as we can. Even if you trying to be a member of Toxic Soul Music Group, text membership. Make sure you text membership to that number too, because man, we accepting people. We don't accept everybody, but we accept people because you got to be able to want to learn and be able to, you know, understand where we going. You know what I'm saying? Because we offer good incentives for people also. See the business side coming up.
Yeah,
it's
I'm proud
crazy.
of you.
And make sure y'all catch them at Dream Fest, you know, in May, you know. And, of course, y'all can tap in with their respective social medias for the information on that Dream Fest. Y'all need to holler at me, shout with your guy. I know y'all ran that bag up now. Holler at your guy.
Holler at your boy.
You understand me?
Yeah.
South Memphis King fan, this is what we doing. But I got to say thank you guys for being guests on the show. Like I said, this is family. This is definitely a family affair. You know, you guys dropped so many jewels, and I'm glad we was able to really reflect on the beautiful side of this thing, because we always talk about the ugly side of this career in this industry, but you guys have been experiencing some beautiful stuff already in this 2024. We only 3 months in, really. We just tapped into 4, you know what I'm saying? But y'all have put in 3 months worth of work. I'm super proud of you guys. Stay piped up, stay turned up, keep doing what y'all doing.
There's another BrinkTV interview coming about mine. Really, we're gonna do a lot in 3 months, but it's probably be 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. We always coming back to Brink. I don't care what level I'm on. I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Hey, that's what we need to happen. But again, y'all stay tuned in. Brink Radio, don't move.